For Shiba Inu, everything changed today. This was not expected. The year's most consequential discovery was just disclosed by Donald Trump. A rule that the Bitcoin community despises has been defeated. The administration of Shiba Inu will be terminated. Analysts are making assumptions. Is it another concern that this will eventually force Shiba Inu to remove several zeros? Please let me explain. Here at Wealthy Coins, we are pleased to provide you with Shiba every day. If you are interested in learning more about Shiba, you have come to the right place. Subscribe if you want to know what's going on in the cryptocurrency market and get ahead of the curve. Make sure to hit the like button to get more SHIB news. The whole Bitcoin industry is reeling from today's shocking news. A major statement by Donald Trump is already generating a lot of chaos. A government rule that is universally disliked inside the Bitcoin sector is something he plans to do away with, he said. For a while now, this rule has been a pain for investors. It could be winding down now. At first they didn't understand how is this relevant to Shiba Inu. Nonetheless, what follows is the main argument. Maybe it's totally pertinent. A possible increase in investment in Shiba Inu could result from the removal of this regulation. Then there's this. To put it simply, Shiba Inu is not some peripheral cryptocurrency. It is in the best possible position to take advantage of this chance. It feels predetermined to happen. Right now, something really important is happening. In a moment we will clarify all the relevant facts. Nevertheless, first things must be addressed. Shiba Inu's price was quite volatile today. Perhaps this is because of the Trump announcement. Prices changed during the day. At the end of the day, everything was resolved positively. Just hearing this gives everyone in the town reason to be hopeful. According to an analyst, Shiba Inu is at a crossroads right now. Is fluctuating near a critical level, he claims. Assuming it is crossed, a substantial bullish breakout might be set in motion. Shiba Inu may aim for a substantially higher price if that happens. At the outset, everyone is focused on reaching the subsequent milestone. It is possible to push further into the next important zone if the momentum continues. This, moreover, is the astounding part. One of the many consequences of Trump's statement is this. At this very moment we are all elated. What exactly has Donald Trump been the focus of the press as of late? The historic crypto-specific legislation was enacted by President Trump, marking a watershed moment for the cryptocurrency industry. Some people in the cryptocurrency industry were strongly against a regulation that this new law gets rid of altogether. Its basic premise was that traditional banks should be in charge of regulating decentralized finance, or DeFi. The rule required DeFi platforms to collect personal information, monitor transactions, and report comprehensively to government authorities in order to operate as brokers. Still, a conundrum presents itself. Intermediaries are not involved in decentralized financing. It is freely available and cannot be blocked. In fact, that is the main goal. Are you trying to force a system that was made for banks? It couldn't work together. Actually, it scared off a lot of people. The subject was explained by Evan Lucy, who was the head marketer for Shiba Inu. She stressed the importance of this rule for DeFi's future. Even the most basic websites and their developers would have been forced to operate as regulated organizations under this. Collecting names, keeping tabs on transactions, and following rules that don't work with how DeFi works. People have good reason to be worried. Because of that legislation, open-source cryptocurrency apps might have become something they weren't meant to be. Nevertheless, it is no longer visible. In this scenario, who stands to gain the most? Inu Shiba. A large number of DeFi initiatives are associated with the cryptocurrency Shiba Inu. Keep in mind that the Shiba exchange was a major factor in its rise to fame. One way that people can stake and make money is through Project Berry. Karma points are a relatively new concept that has quickly gained a lot of interest. It is a mechanism that encourages consumers to take part. Things like this, it draws in new investors at a quick pace. There has been a marked improvement in the Shiba Inu's mobility. It is more interested in potential building sites than in already built structures. The elimination of the need to navigate government bureaucracy makes it possible to provide new upgrades, tools, and features, which is a huge win-win. What about the community? The developers have the freedom to create. The benefits of all that ingenuity are being enjoyed by us. Visualize how quickly Shiba Inu can install upgrades. Now with 2 improvements to staking incentives, additional utilities and the expansion of Shibarium, the potential has grown substantially. When fresh upgrades are released, this group's excitement spreads like wildfire. There is one final outcome to all of this. Shiba Inu is about to do something big. We may now look forward to a substantial price rise, maybe even removing some of the zeros that are often discussed thanks to this Trump pronouncement. We have seen it before. Rapid mobility is usually seen in Shiba Inus after major renovations. In the Bitcoin world, this is not just another day. The group's enthusiasm skyrocketed, and investors began using calculations to try to pin down the exact amount of Shiba Inu needed to fulfill their million-dollar dreams. Given the frenzy around it, it's understandable that everyone is trying to get their hands on that prized figurine. According to Crypto Basics reporting, analysts at Changelly have raised the possibility that Shiba Inu's price might reach a substantially higher level by the end of 2028. That came before it, in May, when an analyst going by the name of Big Mike suggested that Shiba Inu could reach even greater remarkable levels. Many people have held on to the hope that their Shiba Inu investments would be worth $1 million in the future. Data analysis has been underway. The $1 million goal would have to be met with nearly 11 billion tokens if she were to climb to that more cautious long-term prediction. But if Big Mike's loftier goal is achieved, about 2 billion would be more than plenty. Despite its seeming enormity, the present cheap price of Shiba Inu makes such an investment surprisingly doable. At this time, it would cost you just over $100,000 to acquire that 11 billion. Not a little amount, but getting to the target price might net you $1 million. You can get 2 billion tokens for under $25,000 if you're hoping for high price predictions. We are expecting a return like never before, if that bold prediction comes true. That people are reacting so seriously to the momentum Trump has created is evident here. But there's something we need to think about before we get too caught up in the thrill. The cryptocurrency world is like a pyrotechnic display every time a major announcement like this one comes out. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation, people are feeling more emotional, and they are either overly hopeful or trying to join in too quickly. Still, dishonest people tend to congregate at these events. This prompted the Shiba Inu development team to step in and send out a message to everyone. Just a friendly reminder to stay alert and watchful. Lucy, Shiba Inu's head of marketing, tweeted this. She advocated for autonomous decision-making in Bitcoin, stressing the importance of independent thought. If you think someone else will be able to help you with everything, you are setting yourself up for a major disappointment. The way Lucy spoke was honest. The cryptocurrency ecosystem, she said, is not safe and sound. Speed is key. It doesn't show any regret and is very severe. A large sum of money is wasted due to an error. It is common to feel uneasy when you are learning new things. Nobody really has to pitch in and help out. You are not required to receive advice from anyone. On top of that, she added something genuine and hilarious. It is very acceptable if you are still deciding about things. If you feel the need, you can start your own small kindergarten using cryptocurrency. Still, be honest with no one while you do it. Always act with honesty.